Of course he gave it a name. Of course he gave it a name. I hate that you have a name, Big Gregma. Oh, I hate you so much. Oh God, what is that? Oh, what on God's green earth have we just encountered? Oh, a hat from Big Bertha. Knickknacks from Madame Mediocre. The entire essence of Greg. Oh, Big Gregma, no! Oh, no! Seeing this is the worst thing to happen to anyone in history. Worse than everything. Fuck! Ow! Kill it! Yes! Fire! You missed! I don't miss. Oh, yes! You're dead! Die! Wait, how did you... You're saying? Norm, How? When you live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, there's really only 3 things that'll have to occupy yourself with. Shooting tin cans, hunting for supper, and swatting flies, all 3 of which majorly help you hone your aim. Thank you! Specifically the 3rd one. Good lord, the amount of critters that you get wandering and flying in your house, the largest of which was me! And the most annoyingly persistent. Bitch. At least flies move away from you for a moment when you swatted them. I'm a lovable creature. And you slaughtered Big Gregma, saving my life. Thank you. Want a blowjob? Well, not quite, since you weren't in any actual danger, partner. You're just kind of like psychological terror. You essentially just shat yourself over a weird-looking scarecrow. But had you not shot it, phone lord, I would have just killed myself then and there. I'd have ran till I hit the next country. Or, you know, collapse in a ditch 2 miles up the road. Yeah, either or. You cared enough to shoot it for my sake, and I thank you eternally for that. You do have a kind heart, Norm. I shot it because you were screaming right in my ear. I do have an ear on each side of my head, you know. And they're sensitive. Oh, well, at least Big Gregma's fucking dead forever. Should I ask how in tarnation you knew that this appalling abomination's name was? Well, what? Yes, I can read. Oh, I meant it's 3 constituent, or whatever the hell that word is, parts and distinct entities in 3 of the other 4 roots. What the fuck does that mean? Never mind, you wouldn't get it. Anyways, I'm 80% sure that the mayor slapped it together with shit she found around town. Of course, only a creature as vile and depraved as Mayor Mingus can conceive an entity of this obscene. Yeah, I think the mayor might be Kitty Satan. Oh, look at your face. You look at the little... Ooh, woo, Discord kitten, please give me free Discord Nitro, then you can fuck my ass. I'm actually a boy, by the way, my boy pussy. You wanna fuck my boy pussy? Oh, it'll be as sweet as molasses till I see that cat get what she deserves. Yeah, I can't wait to see the look on her face when I return to town. Yeah, sure. What's wrong, Norm? Come on, we're splitting distance from the lake. With any luck, that printer pal of yours will still be loitering around. Yep, Karen Cardamore, the OG. Ah, yes, I missed your theme. Karen, it's me, Fep. It's Fep. Fep? Whoa, it's been so long. Oh yeah, it's been like a year and plus some. What are you doing out here? I got exiled. Did your cat homing instincts follow me out here? Something like that. Did you pick up my scent? If you did, then that's extraordinarily impressive, given that I haven't seen you in at least a year. I ain't surprised in the slightest learning that Egg's gotten the nose of a bloodhound. Actually, no. You see, all the cough nectar I drink has really dulled my palate, dulled my nose. I don't quite have the nose of a bloodhound. More like an elderly pug, perhaps. Maybe like a nose-blind great white shark. Say, Karen, what are you doing out here, anyways? It's like dusk and junk. And the moon's out. You ever tried to paint the moon during the day? I'm sure I could if I tried. Norm, have you been to the moon? I've passed it, but I've never stepped foot on it. Didn't want to have to brawl with the feral folk still up there. Wait, there are aliens! There are people without their green cards on the moon! Mr. Squidward! I don't know why I keep saying it. Just sounds like Mr. Krabs' voice whenever I do that, but anyways. Not quite aliens, nah. What, do you think the first folk who went up there actually came back down? Nah, they repopulated, that's cute. Nah, people assumed that the landing was faked, but really, it was everything after that was faked. But Neil Armstrong did come back to Earth, though. Nope, that was a monkey. You sure about that? Have you met him? Huh? Actually, I have. He signed my toy rocket ship at the space convention years ago. That's not the same Neil who landed on the moon. Trust me on this one. So wait. Then who signed my toy rocket? You don't have the necessary clearance to know that, partner. What the fuck? So, you know, what brings you out here? So, you're gonna introduce me to the eccentric dude to my left who visually clashes with himself, or... Hey! Hey now! Don't you dare cast your narrow-minded judgment about how I look! Well, and I'm an artist, Norm, so I know visual consistency when I see it, or in your case, lack of thereof. I don't do sublimity. I really need to learn how to read better. But even for me, you got a lot going on. Alright, you two seem to be coexisting. All good things, all good things. Karen, meet Sergeant Norm Allen. Norm, this here be Karen. Howdy, ma'am. He is essentially a cranky space cowboy, as you can see. Yeah, I figured that much out on my own. Is there much else to him? Nah, not really. Being a cosmic yeehaw grumpa is basically the whole gist of him. Yeah. He's got gorgeous eyes, though. I saw one of them through a peephole before he pointed a gun at me. To my shock and horror, I'm beginning to realize that our relationship may have actually somehow been the most normal and healthy one in all the routes you've taken. Hey, me and I'm in your walls ain't dating. We kinda are. This is your route. I don't even know what species you are. You don't cross the interspecies line when dating. Doesn't matter. Source, dated Bigfoot. Bigfoot doesn't exist. Oh, I see. You're one of those people. Now, I'll prove it to you. What's a sane person? A, to my dismay, I can confirm Bigfoot's existence. We're actually well acquainted. And B, I'm yet to hear of a sane man wearing both a cowboy hat and a NASA suit. I'm sane enough to know that Bigfoot ain't real. I know he ain't. Alright, now that introductions are out of the way, what do you want? Why exactly are you gallivanting around the woods with a sardonic space cowboy fep? Okay, so a funny story about that. It all started when I pissed off the wrong cat. Oh, for crying out loud. I'll just fill her in. It'll be much quicker and much less confusing for everyone involved. Several minutes of actually coherent explanation later. Okay, yeah, I would have gone on about turnips again. So the gist of it is, I suppose, yeah, you get all that? Yeah, I believe so. But, wait, how did they manage to cram I'm in your walls into a regular cat-sized carrier? With great difficulty, I'd imagine. Alright, thanks for clarifying. That was the only question I had. No. Wait, actually, I have one other. Didn't you have a typewriter head when I saw you last, Fep? Yes? No? Maybe. I don't remember. Cool. So, what are you two looking for me? A taxi fare? An alibi? Well, a way to get smuggled back in the Dialtown to be just dandy, ma'am. You have any ideas? If you were to know such a way, that is. There may be security wandering around the perimeter of town, watching my inevitable return. Mayhaps, mayhaps not. So we'll just need to get smuggled back into town inside something inconspicuous. Know anything? Yeah, that's you're fucked. I could take you back in my handbag. In a handbag, yeah. Granted, I don't normally carry one of those around with me, so it might look a tad suspicious. Also, the handbag would be large enough to fit both of you inside, which would almost certainly look suspicious. Oh, Lord. Lordy Lord. Just cram the two of us in a big old suitcase and call it a day. Do you seriously think I'm going to wheel you both all the way into town? Asking me to lug just one of you back into town would be a ridiculous request, let alone both of you. Come on, Caramel. Caramel, please. Referring to me as Caramel while simultaneously trying to gain me a favor, for me is quite a foolish strategy, you know. Also, what if those hypothetical guards were to stop me? What would I even say is contained within my 2 massive, pulsating, grunting suitcases if questioned? You could just say, miscellaneous cargo in 'em, works every time. Your idea stinks, for the record. Don't be rude, Fep. Don't be rude to Fep. He's mine, and not yours! Come on, you're hardly a walking beam of sunshine yourself. Fep and I go way back. I'm not giving one total stranger a rude introduction. The A cut off, or whatever the rest of that word was. In fairness, you were vocally repulsed by me when we met. That's fair. I feel like that was earned, though. Alright then, genius. Think of another plan. Okay, we could dig a tunnel underground right into Dialtown. I'll call it the Underground Railroad. Fantastic plan! You definitely wouldn't just die underground after a cave-in. Agree to disagree, Norm. While Fep can almost certainly navigate underground at the speed of comparable to your average mole. Unlike the mole, Fep would almost definitely swallow all of the soil egg cleared. Egg would definitely die underground, groaning and clutching trained soil-filled belly. No, Karen, he wasn't speaking genuinely. Norm was being sarcastic. Oh, shit. Norm, I have to say, I find you to be incredibly unlikable individual. Oh? Oh, what? So my company's undesirable, but you find hanging around with this green varmint to be just peachy? Fep was the first person to ever make me see my own value, I'll have you know. Oh, like this moron? I'm right here, you know. This moron convinced me to spread my wings and show my art to the world. Fep taught me that ultimately, you have to take responsibility for your own happiness, because no one else will. Huh. That's actually kind of wholesome. That's obvious, though. That's obvious. Well, do you? No, I don't. To me, you're just a cantankerous old coot, happy to stew in your old bitterness. Hey, for your information, I'm not that old, but I am just as bitter, I will admit. Aren't you legally like 100? You're a dinosaur. No, I'm sure I'm legally dead by now. That ain't the same as being 100, you know. Well, most people born 100 years ago are legally dead now, statistically, so the two aren't mutually exclusive. She has a point, Norm. She brings the point, Norm. I hate the three-way conversations. Third party and fuck you. Wait. Hold on. I know just a way to smuggle you into Dialtown. You do? Yes! Do you remember Oliver Swift by any chance? Worked at the old cinema, runs a horror attraction now. You started in a movie he directed. He says stuff like gnarly and groovy a lot. The name rings a bell, I guess. He wears a fez. Oh! Oliver! Yes! Olive Man, Fez Man! I remember. There's been a lot of back and forth about me doing some commission work for him, you know, for his attraction. He wants something surreal and haunting, and he thinks I have the chops for what he has in mind. He received crates full of props on a weekly basis, so I wouldn't gander any suspicions if he were to receive another tonight. With both of you inside, I have to clarify. You know, I know you're a little slow. Thank you, Karen, I appreciate it. If I were to send you both to his attraction and pay for a courier to pick up the crate, you two'd reach Uptown Dialtown in just under 2 hours. Karen, you genius! I can't thank you enough. Wanna kiss, make out? If there's anything I can do to return the favor. I like that when you call me a genius. Genius! You're a genius! I love you. Thank you. Alrighty, and it appears you've got a game plan. Actually, for your fare, Norm, I'll need something from you first. Oh, so you're the stingy type, huh? Alright. My mom didn't raise me to expect something for nothing, so how much do you want? Oh, no, I wasn't referring to a financial compensation. No, not at all. Apologize to Fep. Right now. No apology, no trip. I'll give you all the money in the world! Apologize? For what? I ain't apologizing to this varmint. You called Imina Rawls a moron. Only I and certain Supreme Court justices have the authority to do that. Hey, I had agreed to accompany Imina Rawls as armed backup, but I said nothing about providing pleasant conversation. This isn't FEP. Do you really want someone like this accompanying you on your journey? Whatever do you mean, dearest Karen? He's a grouch, sure, but he's a grouch with a gun. The cowboy stays. And you want that? What if he shoots somebody? Well, it'd probably be against me. What if someone shoots at me, Karen? What if I am in danger? You don't think they'd... Oh, no. I'm sure they'd just squeeze you into another cat carrier. Yeah, as if. Do you know what the definition of insanity is, Missy? Yeah, it's calling me Missy and expecting to wake up uncastrated. Okay, yes ma'am. I won't do it again. Is it spending hours cramming me into a cat carrier? Yeah, pretty much. Both of those definitions work, sure. Now, you apologize. No. Say you're sorry! Okay, you really think that's wise? Trying to issue commands to an armed man? I could destroy you and you know it! Okay. I'm sorry. Fep, I'm sorry. Karen feels I've hurt. Fep, I'm sorry. Karen feels I've hurt your feelings. You! Alright. Okay. I'm sorry for that I called you a moron, Fep. I shouldn't have said it out loud, just in my head. Thank you! And yes, that is the standard procedure for dealing with Fep tomfoolery. I'm a lovable scamp. I've got a spare crate to shove you both in. Just gotta call Oliver so he knows to expect you both. Wait. I'm unable to perform the basic tasks. You have a printer head, Norm has a flesh head. That leaves us with nobody in our post to work with a working phone head. No! In our posse. Did that say posse, pussy, whatever? To call Oliver, we'll have to hack into Dialtown's phone lines and... I mean, I could just call him on my cell phone. You could do that?! You know every single person in civilized society has one of these, right? Wait, so why do they have a phone head anyways? Well, I don't. Norm, you live in a shack and eat possum meat. I don't eat possum... Okay, I've eaten possum meat. Fuck! In fairness, possum is succulent and gamey. Truly a working man's delicacy. I've seen you eat possum with tire marks on them, Fep. See, I've eaten tired possum. Alright, let's just get you two loaded into the crate before I change my mind. Karen, my ink-churning maiden, how can I ever make it up to you? Never again refer to me as ink-churning maiden would be a wondrous start. I will refer to you that still, evermore. You are a ink-churning maiden, I love you. You seeing this, bro? Oh wait, no, you have a different voice. Well, the knife-headed one was Jesse. You seeing this, bro? You were Walt. Jesse, you seeing this, bro? Yeah, bro. Imagine wearing both a cowboy hat and a NASA suit at once. That's crazy, Mr. White. Talk about a wardrobe malfunction, am I right, Mr. White? Jesse, yes, and he's with Fep. Jesse! Oh yeah, that too. We should probably let the mayor know about this, Jesse. We gotta know. We gotta get cooking, Jesse. Do we have to, Mr. White? What if she yells at us again? If those two bozos find a way back into town, she'll do more than just yell at us, bro. Mr. Jesse. Jesse! Besides, if we manage to capture him, she might reward us. Handsomely. With crack cocaine? A handsome reward for my handsome bro. I just kiss you. Bro. Kiss me now, Jesse. Do you think she'd let us pick a less clashing outfit for Yeehaw Space Dude if we managed to capture him? Oh, hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna make him suited and juiced him. Let's ask, and if she says yes, we'll actually try this time. They're what? What happened to Big Gregma? How on earth did they make it past my stationary and inanimate obstacle? How'd they... Well, from what we can deduce, Yeah, the Yeehaw Moon Man filled it with bullets, and it kinda, exploded. Yeah, that'll happen, alright. You know, as a seat warmer, you don't have to speak. Thanks, you too. Cool, I won't speak unless you have something funny or epic to say then. Okay, allow me to be more specific. As a seat warmer, you mustn't speak. Alright, now, who could be smuggling our green friend back into town after a year of not being sighted? I know they couldn't have any contact with our residents, with all phones in the city being bugged and all phone lines being tapped. Who in town owes Fep some kind of favor? Well, the numbskull I hired to operate my ticket booth for starts. Oh, please. Randy? He's not a threat to us at all. Randy, quite literally, peaked at birth. Anyone else? That's you fucking bitch. Bigfoot might owe Fep money. Jazzy, mister. Right. The very same Bigfoot who presently confined in the inside of a cage while being examined by Theorore? What about God? I've seen those two chatting before. Well, God's here, warming up a seat, so it's unlikely that he's plotting to help Fep. It's true, I was there. It's obviously the Fez dude over at the horror hovel, bozos. Oh, alright, the green one appeared in that god-awful film that cinema premiered right before its closure. Of course it had to be Oliver Swift. That cinematic travesty kept me up for a solid week. Easily the worst experience I've had last year. Hey, wait a second. Didn't your dad die last year? I really didn't care for that movie, Billy. At least you got to watch it. 18's only. Bozos wouldn't let me loiter in the lobby during the premiere. In the premiere. Right, what, because you would have done something asinine during the showing, like shoving a bunch of lit firecrackers down one of the bathroom urinals. Yeah, but they didn't know that. Yes, they did! Which is precisely why they made you leave! Look, I can't... You two, Stabby, Shooty. Yes, Mr. White. Go retrieve the green one from the spook house at once. And remember the club I'm in your walls out cold before you drag I'm in your walls here, not after. It'll save you plenty of scratch marks during the sordeal. The sword ordeal, I can assure you, the sordeal. Bad idea, Mingus. That's Mare Mingus to you, runt. Yeah, like that sounds any less ridiculous. Ah, fuck you, boy! Oh, and like Little Billy is particularly distinguished sounding title. Actually, now that I think to ask, why do we bother prefixing your name with Little when you're the only Billy here? Makes it easier to tell me apart from Colossal Billy. From what now? Trust me, Mingus. He's a-comin'. And when he does, you'll all be sorry. If he's a dimension-invading demonic entity, he'll have to sign the usual immigration forms just like everyone else that comes into this dimension, you know. Do you know how powerful this being is? You should be very, very afraid. Right. But he still has to fill out the forms like everyone else. No exceptions! Come on, man. It's only a few pages. If he needs a nebula scale pen, I may be able to dig one up for him. Colossal Billy spits on your forms. Soon you will know what it means to truly weep. To sorrow. To grovel! Oh, yikes, he sounds like one nasty customer. Say, why are we hunting poor Fep and not this fella? And provoke it? Are you nuts? No more ideas from you, and you're being paid for your toaster keister, not your toaster brain. So, you ready to go, ma'am? I wouldn't if I were yous. They're inside a building, and they might have the place booby-trapped. Do you really want to risk them getting a drop on yous? Oh, please. Like they're smart enough to set a trap. The O fell for the green breakfast, for crying out loud. I don't know, I'd listen to the stunted one. His entire shtick is hiding behind corners and needlessly hurting people just before they can react. This sort of sounds like it'd be right up his alley. Haha, thank you. What was that? Was that meant to be a pun? That doesn't work. Nobody has much mention in alley. I'd say we just walk in on play by ear. What's the worst that could happen? Abel, I didn't become the mayor of Dialtown by half-ringing our elections. Rigging. No half measures. You two, loiter around menacingly and in the alley outside. Or not out. Wait, really, God? Reaching into the future for a joke material is unimaginably cheap. It tells us that you aren't witty enough to quip about what we're currently discussing. If you had said alley in the present and not the future, I would have had needed to do all that. Well, I was about to say it in the present. Yeah, but how do we know that? What do we think the future even is? Oh. You two, venture forth the aforementioned alley at once. Lest I take my feline rage on you two decidedly less divine beings. Well, this has been an episode, the fucking episode, the video, whatever the call. I can speak English, I can do that. Well, I forgot to mention, 50 subscriber special. We got to 50 subscribers. We're halfway there to a custom URL. YouTube.com/FEP. I can have the right to say that. The power within me that flows through my veins to say that. Yeah! But anyways, if you like the video, you tell me which part you liked. Timestamp that bitch in the comments. Be like, yes, funny moment. Funny man-made funny moment. And if you dislike the video, tell me why you disliked it. Hit the dislike button. Or don't, or just tell, I don't know, your choice, your future, your funeral. Do it at your own risk. I know your address. I can find you. You are not. Your kidneys aren't safe. You know that, right? If you're watching these videos, you keep coming back. Just why not to hit that subscribe button? Just go ahead and do it. You're already here. Just do it. Make me feel better about myself and do it. I want that custom URL, baby. Let's go. But anyways, this has been all for this session /video/whatever. See ya.